Do quite as much as you would want because you're preparing for the triple option. Is that somewhat of a hindrance for the future? I mean, is that a frustration?
Absolutely, because you'd rather have a lot more time to do that, but instead we've had to put more time into defending the option, and you only can practice for so long. And yeah, absolutely. But we still thought we've got a lot of work done with the young guys too.
Coach, the guy just came in the room and took the power out. I knew him. Obviously, he's been a pound of stone guy. He's talked to you a couple different times. What has he meant to the program? And obviously, having him here in Memphis.
The biggest thing is what he's meant to me professionally and personally. He's been with me for 5 years now and become close friends of his family and him with my family. And I just love his messaging, and he always keeps people grounded. And he's been everything to me. And so I was excited to have him be a part of our program. And you guys that have followed him on social media, when you get a chance to visit him, you'll know why I brought him in.
And did he have to bring that hammer himself, or did you guys provide that for him the first day?
You know what? I can't remember. I think he maybe brought it himself, but we have a bunch of hammers around now.
What did you think of Skylar and Wyatt's basketball skills the other night at the Grizzlies game?
I'm telling you, Skylar hit a 3 at the buzzer. He missed a few and hit a 3 at the buzzer. I like their strategy, but those two, I'm glad they had fun, and they're great representation of our program.
Cooper Beebe's another young guy who's got a lot of praise this past week. You might talk about him just a little bit more for us?
Yeah, Cooper's going to be a really good player for us next year. I see him being one of the guys that fills one of those spots. I couldn't tell you where he's going to play. It's probably a great thing in the fact that he could play guard or could play tackle, but he's continuing to learn and develop, but I'm excited about his bright future.
Chris, is there a guy or two who's redshirted this year that you feel like if you didn't have such a depth position, he would have got a lot of playing time?
Tyrone Lewis is one. Cooper Beebe's probably another, even though he is an offensive lineman. Those two guys especially jump out at me. Will Jones, he just needs to continue to get bigger and stronger, but Will's really special player there. And so a lot of different young guys that have continued to grow and get better in the weight room.
Traveling around Memphis, you see all the K-State gear and purple. How do you feel about K-State fans traveling?
Yeah, I think it's great. I'm so excited. I can't thank them enough for their support all season long, and to see a purple out there walk around on Beale Street and then downtown. It's going to be fun to see tomorrow afternoon.
How are you feeling about the future at tackle right now in the program?
Wow.
Well, I'm excited about a couple of guys, Christian Duffy, Katori. Those guys have been backups all year, but they've taken all the reps, and so they need to continue to improve. And then whether or not we have Cooper Beebe there or have a transfer somewhere along the line, it's going to be obviously a big area of concern for us, and something we're going to have to work on throughout spring and the winter.
All right.
Coach, I know you're running a specialist to help with the option while you guys are preparing. Can you talk a little about how he influenced your preparation?
Just somebody that I've been around a lot of my coaching career, and he just came in and talked to Coach Hazelton and I, and never was really at a practice. Just came and visited with our staff, and more as a sounding board. And he's just a guy that I've known forever and has helped me along the way.
Yeah. How valuable has Ryan been as the scout team guy?
Oh, yeah. Henny's been dynamite, and thankfully he's been healthy enough to be able to run around, and he's taken a great passion for it. He's watched film and done a lot of things to prepare himself, and he just wants to help the team, and so I've been super excited what Henny did.
Do you remember the first time you went up against a triple option, either as a defensive coordinator or a head coach, and what that was like?
I've done it so many times, but never in back-to-back seasons. That's the thing. It's about every 3 years you seem like you face it. Faced a phenomenal Georgia Southern team in 2013 in a semifinal game that was down to the wire. That Jarek McKinnon, pretty good player, was their quarterback, and so we had our hands full there. And then have faced it. Scotty's faced it obviously when he was at Wyoming with Air Force, and so this is just so unique because of the talent of what Malcolm Perry has and the multitude of formations and alignments they can get into.
Defensively, this is the best scoring defense K-State's had since 2003. When you think about the K-State defense this year, what comes to mind the most?
Just that we've continued to improve each week. The fact that we still think we have areas to grow and areas to get better at, and I think the guys see that as well. There's been some really good signs. I think our red zone defense has been really good. I think our third down defense has been good, but it's still an area that we can get better at in those areas. And so I'm excited because we lose some guys. We have a number of guys coming back too.
Has it impressed you how good you guys have been there? Just because, I mean, you just constantly touted how important Justin Hughes is going to be, and then
Yeah.
the whole season.
Well, it's made Eli so much better. You know, Eli's had a great season, and he's come out of his shell a little bit vocally, and has become one of our great vocal leaders. And you know, I didn't have Jerron McPherson in spring ball, so I didn't have a great evaluation of J-Mac, and J-Mac is a warrior. He's a great football player that makes our defense really go.
Coach, a lot of the guys yesterday described the experience of facing a service academy as an honor.
Yeah.
You have faced them before in the past. Just how would you describe and what does it mean to face a program like that?
Yeah, it's an honor to face Naval Academy for sure. I've got so much respect for Coach Ken. He's done a phenomenal job there, and just to see the pageantry of playing the academy school in the Navy, I'm excited for our guys and excited for our fans.